And before we...
Well, guys,
You certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. And they'll have some minutes to make up for it with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome. But it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the small forward. And for the Mavericks, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Josh Richardson, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it, the fast break chance. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. I mean, a good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
Now, here's Doncic. Porzingis kicks to Kleba. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Doncic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Jusuf Nurkic.
Yeah, the versatility and competitive fire of Doncic is impressive. You can just tell this kid loves to play the game. And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told him, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Pass to Lillard. It's Covington on the wing. Guarded by Doncic. And it's McCollum off the drive. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. To the inside. To the wing right side. Pass to Kleba. On the wing, Doncic. 5 on the clock. Bucket is good. Doncic has got 6. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
Here's Doncic. The Blazers getting the bucket. Some solid defense from Lillard. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Maxi Kleba. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. And then for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter comes in for Jusuf Nurkic. And Anthony subbed in for Robert Covington. Hardaway hits them both. J.J. Redick's checked in for Richardson. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Harry Giles is checked in for Norman Powell. Jones comes in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard.
Big man coming through. Love whenever Porzingis puts his head down and just charges hard towards the basket.
The shot's good from Kanter.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Hardaway. Sensational block.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Kanter has been much maligned for his work at that end. But he's been making a better effort.
Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10", with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know. But he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. Powell trying to free himself up. The shot by Redick, no good. Trailblazers leading by 4. Here's Simons. But they recover it. Jones, the pass to Simons. Cantor trying to free himself up. And it's Simons missing. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Redick. It's good on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Simons, the pass to Anthony. There's the dish to Cantor. Back to Anthony. The shot misses. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Here's Hardaway. The shot, no good. Good D by Jones. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Lobs it up for Cantor. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And look at Cantor rise up. Good anticipation for the big man to go for the alley.
Here's Simons. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Redick with the bucket.
This is a shot Redick knows he can make. His aggressive mindset makes him lethal.
Here's Simons. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Powell. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's J.J. Redick. And it's Brunson in at the point. So that's who Dallas starts the second with.
Oh, man, the relentless pursuit of the basketball by Cauley-Stein. Just a tremendous hustler on the offensive glass.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, "We can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop." Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
Team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. Powell with the bounce pass. Covington into the lane. Kicks it out to McCollum. Drains it from beyond the arc. McCollum's got the lead up to 6 now for Portland.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless. And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities. Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for J.J. Redick. Josh Richardson's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
And, you know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers' rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a role out on his team.
And Simon's a bit undersized at that two-guard position. Only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point, though.
Now, here's Richardson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Oh, and Cauley-Stein is very good at reading shot trajectories. His timing is ridiculous on these putback jams.
Here's Nurkic. They're leading by 8. Pass to Simons. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And finished off by Nurkic.
Rising off the ground with such intensity. And when Nurkic is this close, he wants to slam it down.
And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Now, here's Nurkic, and stolen by Cauley Stein. And Willie Cauley Stein gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Trailblazers leading by 8. And stolen by Richardson. And here we go, the Mavericks on a fast break. Doncic dishes to Cauley Stein. Here's Simons, Richardson covering. Simons, the pass to Giles. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And the Trailblazers lead by 10. Finney Smith kicks to Richardson. Nailed from three-point land. Richardson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
It's huge whenever Richardson connects from distance. I mean, it makes this offense so much more dangerous.
Nurkic finds Anthony. Here's Simons. Back to Anthony from past the arc. Kleba with the rebound. Mavericks have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Here's Cauley Stein, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
Oh, man, such a quick and explosive leaper. Cauley Stein throws it down with ease.
There's 57 seconds left in the first half. And stolen by Richardson. Oh, that's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Porzingis is checked in for Dallas. Trey Burke comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Norman Powell comes in for Giles. And McCollum subbed in for Derek Jones.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
The putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Mavericks trail by 7. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Now, here's Doncic. He's covered closely, and the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
The reflexes on Porzingis can surprise you. For a big, he plays with great quickness.
Simons surveying the D. And the call on the shot. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. The period came to a close with them holding a 3-point. And
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Redick is checked in. Porzingis, and he gets it to go. Porzingis has got 8 points.
Well, yeah, high IQ basketball from Richardson values the easy assist over a risky shot.
Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Porzingis passes to Richardson. Count that one. Richardson's got his second basket of the night.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Lillard against Brunson. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
Oh, it's easy to appreciate Lillard. Fantastic empowerment through the D and nailing the shots.
Lillard against Brunson. And the pass to Porzingis. Here's Melly from outside the arc. Not going to go that time.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Here's McCollum. And that one drops. Now it's a 3-point Trailblazer lead.
A player of McCollum's size anticipates contact on the drive, which sets him up to outsmart.
Runs in the pass to Porzingis. Tries again. He can't get that one. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Over to the wing. Lillard from outside. It's rebounded by Dallas. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. Brunson kicks to Porzingis. Here's Melly, defended by Covington. Reddick against Powell. 5 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Richardson the pass to Porzingis. Dallas no good that time either.
Credit to D for not giving up on that play. He's a tough cover down low.
And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. A different look for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Porzingis. And it's Burke in for Josh Richardson. And a switch here also for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Burke looking over the floor. Back to Brunson. From deep. Can't get the putback. Trailblazers leading by 3. And Lillard kicks to Covington. Back to Lillard. He dishes it to Covington. Lillard the pass to Kanter. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Kanter's got 6.
Kanter is a single-minded scorer. Doesn't like to be denied when he's got position, even dealing with a lot of contact.
To the middle. Burke finds Powell. Now Brunson. To end the drought.
Yeah, way to play and attack.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. The first one falls for him. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Oh, he's never rattled at the stripe. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
And Doncic, here we go. Excellent D from Kanter.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside. Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, when you're executing at this rate, you feel like no one can slow you down.
1:04 left in the 3rd quarter. Over in the corner, Doncic. To end the run. Burke can't get it to go.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's something that happens to every team. You just have to ride it out, play your hardest, and live with the results.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Mavericks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Trailblazers leading by 10. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Jones, the pass to Giles. Kicks it out to Jones. No good from outside. And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. They've got Powell. Maxi Kleber is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Richardson, and it's Burke in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Richardson, good.
Well, I like Richardson's versatile skill set. He has the deep shot, but he can also drive through the D.
Lillard against Richardson to the inside. Powell with the steal. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Richardson's running. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Porzingis, he's checked in for Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Trey Burke. The drive by Doncic. Yep, it counts.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Doncic against Lillard. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. He's done a lot for his shooting percentage.
Here's Doncic. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And what a motor. Porzingis is an all-star talent who is also willing to do the dirty work.
And Lillard kicks to Powell. Off target from outside. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Porzingis with the ball. Now guarded by Nurkic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the 2nd.
A different look for Dallas. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Maxi Kleber. Reddick comes in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Simons, he's checked in for Lillard.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
Nurkic with the steal. And now Covington running the floor all by himself.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Porzingis finds Hardaway. Trying to find Porzingis. That's it to him. Pass to Finney-Smith. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Clearly a foul.
That free throw, no good. Cantor checked in for Portland. He hits the 2nd from the line. Here's Powell. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That is his first foul of the game. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Dallas. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Lillard's checked in. Canner in the corner. 6 to shoot. Lillard against Brunson. And Lillard gets it to go.
Superb form. Lillard has the mid-range shot on lockdown.
Brunson scanning the floor. Redick passes to Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
And Cauley Stein's teammates want him to take these shots. I mean, because they believe in his shooting ability.
Lillard against Brunson. Lillard dishes to Nurkic and finished off by Nurkic.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
Brunson the pass to Cauley Stein. It's blocked, and he gets it back. Count the basket. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Powell kicks to Cantor. And there's the feed to Nurkic. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
Oh, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Here's McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
I mean, it all starts on the defensive end. When you're active and willing to gamble a little bit, the payoff can be big.
And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. A different look for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Hardaway. Richardson comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
In Europe, Doncic spent a lot of time as a primary ball handler. You see the craftiness there in terms of drawing fouls.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. Robert Covington's checked in for Nurkic.
They're looking to get the most out of every possession. Frustrated to miss even one free throw right now.
Doncic against Lillard. McCollum outside. Lillard against Doncic. And there's Lillard on the assist by McCollum.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this win.
That's his first personal foul.
That free throw, no good.
One of my favorite trash talkers in the NBA, Cantor, never really shies away from taking jabs at opponents. And I think his teammates like that.
And that should be enough to get the job done, even though he didn't get all of them.
Doncic against Lillard. Redick for 3. Second chance shot. Porzingis kicks to Richardson. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Doesn't hesitate on the catch and shoot. When you can light it up like Richardson, why would you?
Lillard fires away from way outside. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time. let's...
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Powell. Then there's Doncic. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Redick in at the 3 spot. And for Denver, they've got Nikola Jokic. Aaron Gordon out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Barton in at the 2-guard spot.
And born and raised in Toronto, Powell is part of a growing legion of NBA players who hail from up north.
We the North. How about upon arriving in Dallas, he became the 5th Canadian to suit up just for the Dallas Mavs organization alone. So college and NBA scouts spending more time there now. What a beautiful country with plenty of basketball talent.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. Murray, the pass to Gordon. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go. And I can't say I blame him.
And so he makes both from the line. And with the dunk contest in Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
Doncic with the steal. Pass to Redick. Wide open look. The shot, no good. And it's Denver the other way. Here's Gordon. There's the pass to Jokic. Barton outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Nuggets have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Richardson the pass to Powell. And a foul call. Almost got it to go in, but he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Boy, Powell is proving to be a handful inside. Does a good job utilizing his long arms to get the call.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school, Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the 2nd round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
Now here's Murray. Porzingis with the block.
This guy's showing great potential as a rim protector. Porzingis a threat to block shots anywhere, anytime.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Redick. And G.A., even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Hardaway comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
And it's sent back by Jokic. And now the Nuggets, fast break. And finished off by Porter.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. And Porter comes to help. Hardaway for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, Tim Hardaway Jr. is known as a scorer. Knocks down the long-distance look right there.
Gordon the pass to Jokic. Powell with the steal. From deep, Richardson. Rebound by the Nuggets. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Powell with the steal. Here's Hardaway. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, it's a problem when Tim Hardaway Jr. decides to attack off the dribble drive.
And when you watch Hardaway shoot, one thing that stands out, he has a very quick release.
And, Greg, that's what makes the jumper very tough to contest, especially when he's dialing it up from range. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively. It's not easy to do with the other weapons on this team.
Paul Millsap is checked in for Denver. JaMychal Green comes in for Porter. Then for the Mavericks, Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Josh Richardson. Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And love seeing Murray take it strong to the rack. A phenomenal finisher inside.
Now here's Brunson. D right up. Hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
It was. Wow. Murray outside. Denver passing it around. The dish to Millsap. Five on the clock. Down low. And it's Gordon missing.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Brunson, no good. For Denver, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And the basket by Gordon.
Wow, how about the start to this game? Taking excellent shots, capitalizing on everything the defense is giving him. This is great stuff. You know, so much of rebounding is about effort, and no lack of that right there. He had to box out and establish great position.
And Murray with the second chance points.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Kleber, the pass to Finney-Smith. To the paint. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Cauley-Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Now here's Murray. Good if it goes. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And the replay center out in Secaucus is delivering the footage. And guys, it sure looks like the shot left his hands just a moment.
The mentality of how we play, how we move the ball.
Greg, sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again. But Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
On the floor for Dallas, Hardaway is out there with Doncic. Then there's Maxi Kleber. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. Campazzo, Cauley-Stein defending. Millsap down low. Kleber on him, and that one's good. Millsap.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Over to the left wing. Cauley-Stein against McGee.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Right side Millsap. Back to Green. Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. It's good. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game. but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that.
No, we don't do that.
And so it's Barton bringing it up for Denver. It's a 5-point game. Millsap finds Barton. Campazzo, Kleba defending. Millsap misses. It's tipped. McGee trying to break free. And that one's good. Millsap's got the lead up to 7 now for Denver.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other. Well, a great offensive player keeps defenders off balance. Luka Doncic does just that.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis is checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleba. J.J. Redick's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Hardaway. Murray the pass to Porter. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Porzingis with the block. They retain possession. And it's Murray penetrating. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the amazing athleticism of Murray just taking off towards the rim for the jam.
Barton against Richardson. Here's Doncic. Count it. Doncic has got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. And Doncic throws it down.
Well, Luka Doncic is able to dominate possessions with the ball in his hands. Go ahead and do work on both ends, Luka.
Murray surveying the D. That one falls. Murray's got 10.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Here's Doncic. The shot, no good. Murray with the defensive effort. Denver leading by 7. And it's Murray with the jam.
That's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
All right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
3 seconds left. He takes it up and lays it in. And it's an 11-point Nugget lead.
Boy, don't you love to see...
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. Jamal Murray has been the story in this one. He had 14 points, 3 rebounds, and one of the strengths of this Denver team is their depth. And that'll do.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Jamal Murray.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
We've got Will Barton. Jokic is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Porter. And it's Murray in at the point. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell. Denver leading by 9. Murray kicks to Gordon. to Murray. Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point range. The shot off that time. And it's Dallas the other way. Brunson the pass to Porzingis. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And that one's good. Jokic.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all. They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Brunson. Powell trying to free himself up.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
And he gets the bucket. And the Nuggets lead by 15.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis, because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Inside. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Murray's got 18 points.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks, because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Porzingis can't hit.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Brunson kicks to Richardson. Dallas moving the ball around. Fires for three. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Nuggets making a switch here. Barton is checked in. Murray against Doncic. Back to Murray. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Pulls up, high post, and good. Got the English that time as it falls. And the Nuggets lead by 21. And so it's Burke who brings up the ball for the Mavericks. Doncic passes to call his stop. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Martin with it. And so it's Denver sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll return shortly. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the court for the Mavericks, they've got Dwight Powell. Hardaway is out there with Doncic. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the three. Powell kicks to Porzingis. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Well, that's a strong finish right there. KP not afraid to attack the paint, scored through contact. Woo-hoo.
Murray outside. And Green now, top of the key. Here's Gordon. From deep. The offensive rebound. McGee finds Green. For three, Gordon. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And it's Doncic missing.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That'll be his second foul of the game. Jokic has checked in for the Nuggets. Michael Porter comes in for Green. The Mavericks also with a sub. Richardson's checked in. Gordon with no one around. Porter passes to Gordon. Fires from deep. Drills the three-pointer. And the Nuggets lead by 20.
Wow, burying that jumper on a more consistent basis. Aaron Gordon superb at realizing when to pull the trigger.
Doncic. And that one, good.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
The Nuggets leading by 18. And the foul called on Porzingis. And that'll be his third foul so far. A different look for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Brunson kicks to Cauley-Stein. Fine to find Brunson. Gets it to him. No good that time. Murray with the defensive effort. Clock at 6. And stolen by Richardson. Pass break, Dallas. Cauley-Stein finds Brunson. Passes it to Cauley-Stein. Basket, good.
Nice work inside by Cauley-Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
The Nuggets leading by 16. Murray left side. Jokic inside. Kleber defending. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Paul Millsap's checked in for the Nuggets. The Mavericks also with a sub. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Hardaway. Brunson against Murray. And it's sent back by Jokic. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Porzingis comes in for Maxi Kleber. J.J. Redick's checked in for Richardson. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Denver's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Murray dishes to Millsap. Here's Jokic. The Nuggets with another miss.
Well, tremendous defensive effort on the interior. That's the kind of contest you want.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Nuggets.
And as we watch the game wind down, you have to look back at all the second chance points these guys generated.
Yeah, they clearly won the second chance points category. Possession after possession, we watch them go after the ball and make misses turn into makes.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jamal Murray.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
Outside, Porzingis. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the left side wing. Just 5 to shoot. Finney-Smith passes to Reddick. For Murray. That one off the back iron and out. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Denver. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And here is Murray. The kick out to Barton. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. Even. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight. And coming to you today from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. They've got Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon out there with Porter. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Jokic in at the 5 spot. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3 slot. Now, here's Lillard over Murray. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Porter in the corner. Jokic kicks to Murray. And instead of just swinging the ball around the perimeter, Clark, both these teams like to run offense through the post.
And I love that, Kevin. We don't see it very often, but you're right. Both of these teams emphatic about getting the ball inside, putting pressure on the defense by driving it inside or passing it into the post. And it allows both of them to play a very high-quality inside-out game.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Murray finds Porter. Back to Murray. And it's Jokic in the corner. To the paint. Here's Gordon. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Three-pointer, Lillard. That one misses. And the Nuggets going the other way. Porter with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. And it's Gordon. That time on the assist by Porter.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They've brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure. Already finding his spots and capitalizing, playing really efficient basketball.
Lillard against Murray. Takes it out to Covington. It's hauled in by Gordon. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Murray. Powell pulls it in.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's McCollum. Nice D from Porter. Denver in the lead. The pass to Jokic. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Gordon, the pass to Murray. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Murray locked in on the task at hand, not allowing the defense to bother his shot at all.
Lillard attacking. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul for the Trailblazers. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Now here's Gordon, taken away by Anthony. And here we go, Anthony heading to the hoop. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Pass to Jokic. There's 1:17 left in the first quarter of the game. Millsap passes to Jokic, and the shot goes in.
Millsap doing a nice job there, reading the defense, and makes a nice slick pass to burn the opponent.
Knocks it loose, and stolen by Barton. By himself, and Barton throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Jokic.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Derek Jones, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. The Nuggets also changing it up. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jokic, and it's Green in for Aaron Gordon. Back to Green. 3-pointer, Martin. And Millsap snaps it in.
Yeah, Millsap doing good work there with the extra possession, converting on the offensive glass.
Simons surveying the D.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself, couldn't control himself there.
Pass to Green. And here's Millsap. Back to Green. Powell with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Here's Simons. Off target at the rim. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Nuggets ahead, leading. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a
selfless. I mean, you need to took your.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what stands out to you from the Nuggets in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Denver, Paul Millsap out there with Green, and there's JaVale McGee. Then it's Will Barton catching up on the changes for Denver. Porter's checked in for Millsap, and Murray's subbed in for Barton.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, Those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Murray, no good. Portland trailing here.
And if you're drawing up your starting five for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
Anthony finds Canner. Back to Anthony. 6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Canner. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. And that makes it a tie ball game.
And the coaching staff doesn't have any issue putting the ball in Cantor's hands inside. And why not? That part of his game is very refined.
Now here's Green, and it's in there. And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid 30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
Kicks it out to Jones. Up again, and Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got 4 points this quarter.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Robert Covington's checked in for Portland. Damian Lillard comes in for Anthony Simons. Jokic has checked in for Denver. Aaron Gordon comes in for Michael Porter. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. A different look now for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Norman Powell comes in for Jones. And McCollum subbed in for Little. Now here's Murray. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Jokic. Murray dishes to Green. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
You know, I really like seeing this from Murray. Looking to get his open teammates involved. Being a willing passer is impressive to his teammates.
Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you know, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more. But it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Now here's Covington. Following the missed shot by Will Barton, Lillard finds Nurkic, and they take the lead. Nurkic has got the lead up to 2 now for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Now here's Murray. Nurkic with the steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's McCollum. Makes it off the glass. Now it's a 4-point Trailblazer lead. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Portland.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Here's Murray following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Rebounded by Covington. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And, guys, they put the defense on the defensive. This isn't a tough case to crack. If they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on D.
Now here's Murray. Here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
There's 31 seconds left to play here in the half. Lillard outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nurkic can't hit. And here's Barton. Millsap finds Murray. Gordon for 3, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And that'll do it. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Their biggest deficit was 6 points in the opening period. That's all for now. Say goodbye.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One guy who's been getting it done is Jusuf Nurkic.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile one block.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Now here's Lillard. Feeds to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. Takes the 3. Murray with the defensive effort.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Trailblazers leading by 5. Here's McCollum. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Gordon against Powell. Murray right side. And it's Gordon missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And the basket by McCollum.
And with that great handle and high basketball IQ, McCollum remains a lethal pick-and-roll option.
Martin passes to Murray. Porter bounce pass. Here's Jokic. That one no good. Great D that time from Nurkic. McCollum finds Nurkic. Lillard outside. But they get it back. Outside Covington. The pass to Lillard. Now here's McCollum. From downtown. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 4th assist in this one.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Now here's Murray. The kick out to Barton. They need this. Denver the rebound. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Persistence pays, and Jokic not giving up on the play, doing a nice job pursuing the basketball there.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
So Portland ends up going with the new group.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
It's deflected. Out of bounds. Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. .125 left to play in the third. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Millsap's running. Here's McGee. Bucket is good. McGee's got his first 2 points.
Always beneficial to have a guy like Millsap on the floor. His vision, Very impressive.
Here's Simons. He's got 6. Outside Anthony. Cantor trying to free himself up. Goes back up. The wide open shot by Little. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Little's got the lead up to 11 now for the Trailblazers. There's 45 seconds left to play in the third. The dish now to McGee. Right side Millsap. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you've got to love it. I mean, Millsap drawing contact, not afraid to get banged around a little bit.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Portland leading by 10. Anthony, the pass to Little. Outside Anthony. Pass to Cantor. Back to Anthony. Portland moving the ball around. Little kicks to Anthony. 6 to shoot. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. And the Trailblazers lead by 12. Campazzo off target. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers enjoying a 12-point lead as they... And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Porter, Paul Millsap out there with JaMychal Green. Then there's Murray. Now Green following the 3-point attempt by C.J. McCollum. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think 2 guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the 2 guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it. They pass it. They can shoot it from the free throw line. They give you rim protection. I'd throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. Here's Lillard following the score by Jamal Murray.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him, trying to shut the door on this one.
Millsap off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. And it's Jones. That time on the assist by McCollum. And the Trailblazers lead by 12. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Murray with the bounce pass. Millsap finds Porter. Misses the 3.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Giles checked in for Cantor. And it's Powell in for Jones. Powell, no one around him. The good-looking shot from the wing.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
So for the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Giles. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
Here's McCollum after the Nuggets pick up 2. And Portland again with the bucket.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
They keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
No answer for Murray from the defense so far. Absolutely ferocious at taking it inside.
Out to the wing. Simons, the pass to Nurkic. A three from McCollum. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Powell against Porter. Murray left side. Here's Jokic. No good on the shot. Now Portland takes it the other way. Pass to Nurkic. 3-on-3. Powell for 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Gordon's got rebound number 5 here tonight. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Jokic.
Nice to see Jokic running the floor like this because he makes himself a big target in transition.
Now here's McCollum to the middle. And it's sent back by Jokic. And he recovers it. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The Nuggets trail by 10. Gordon, the pass to Murray. Jokic against Anthony. Now, here's Jokic. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Boy, it is really valuable to have a big guy that can stroke it from deep. Jokic is very good at recognizing when to pull the trigger.
Now here's McCollum. And it's good. 2 points.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Barton outside. Passes to Jokic from past the arc. Rebounded by Anthony. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Trailblazers. They have a 9-point lead. It's a hand on it, and it's Jokic with the rebound. Barton right side. Murray outside. So the Trailblazers win it. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. The Dallas Mavericks arriving at the building earlier today. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. Doncic passes to Porzingis, and he uses the glass on the layup. And tonight, a battle between conference rivals. These teams, Brent, know each other very well.
Very few surprises for either opponent tonight in this game, Kevin. I think they actually send Christmas cards to one another. They know each other that well. Who is going to execute when it matters? That's going to be the difference.
Here's McCollum following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. 3 on the clock.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Richardson tipped back in for 2.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Lillard against Doncic. Lillard attacking. A beautiful reverse layup.
And there's the problem. Lillard just too quick and too shifty to stop cold on any dribble drive.
Doncic outside. Pass to Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
And stolen by Richardson. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. They grab their own miss. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
That's the kind of play where I feel like Josh Richardson's feeling more and more comfortable. Gets up big time.
And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. It's his first trip to the line. So he gets them both.
And possesses such a refined feel for the game that Doncic knows he has what it takes to be a great player in this league.
Now, here's Doncic. The pass to Porzingis. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
I know CJ plays the 2-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
Doncic against Lillard. 13 feet away. Rebound by the Trailblazers. And now Portland on the break. Jumps up, and the dunk by Powell.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Lillard against Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. Kicks it out to Richardson. Over McCollum. Here's Porzingis. It's not going to go for him. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
And it's Lillard missing. Nurkic with the steal. Kicks it out to Lillard. McCollum left side. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. He feeds it to Nurkic. That one good for 2. And this game is tied up now.
Nice shot selection there. Nurkic finding a shooting window and making that one count.
And Doncic, here we go. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And so it's Dallas with it. After the Trailblazers pick up 2, just 5 on the clock. Redick with the 3, and Cantor pulls it down. For Portland, they've gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Jones dishes to Carmelo. And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Nelly is checked in for Dallas. And here are the Trailblazers now. Passes it to Cantor. Here's Simons. Brunson covering. Clock at 6. And it's Simons missing.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Pass to Redick. From deep three-point range. Doesn't go that time. It's all tied in Portland. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how
I look to the times where things are going well.
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
Anthony out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Jones. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Hardaway passes to Cauley Stein. That's tipped. Stolen by McCollum. Puts up a 3. Drills it from outside. McCollum's got the lead up to 3 now for the Trailblazers.
Finding some space out there on the perimeter was McCollum, and he finds ways to knock it down.
Brunson the pass to Powell. Outside for Redick. Three-pointer. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Talk often about physicality of bigger players. Cauley Stein, one of those guys who fits into that category.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. McCollum dishes to Cantor. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 4th assist in this one. And here's Brunson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. It's Redick on the wing. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Cauley Stein finds Redick with the putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Any coach likes it when a guard gets in there and stays active on the glass. Hardaway Jr. did it that time.
McCollum against Redick. Now the pass to Simons. Back to McCollum. Good on the shot. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Lillard misses.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
It's good.
Porzingis out there and hustling in transition to get the nice finish.
Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year, more efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney Smith is a guy you can win with.
And Damian Lillard throws it down hard.
Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
The Mavericks trailer. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. The Mavericks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. And the first one at the line is good.
Well, Porzingis in the early part of his career has had some phenomenal first halves of seasons. In the second half has faded. You really just want to see a complete year from Kristaps Porzingis where he can dominate.
Now, here's Lillard. 6 points for him. To the inside. Here's the 3. Lillard again missing.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kleba kicks to Richardson. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Porzingis. And it's Portland with the rebound. Lillard with it. From deep. The long distance 3 is buried. Lillard's got 9.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Now, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. Porzingis with the steal, and that one good. 10 points for him.
Now, this is where Porzingis can do the most damage. 7'3". He's got the height. He's going to shoot over just about anybody in the league.
Tipped away. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Doncic, count it, and he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. It's on Damian Lillard.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Dallas shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Now here's McCollum. 5 points in the game. Covington passes to Nurkic. And a wide open look for McCollum. Good on the triple. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
Well, the coach has confidence in CJ taking that shot, and so CJ has confidence in making it.
Doncic kicks to Finney Smith. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Finney Smith's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Down low. In the corner, Powell with it. And another three for Portland.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Doncic against Lillard. Porzingis passes to Doncic. Back to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Lillard attacking. Yes, that goes in. Lillard's got 13 points.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Enes Kanter's checked in for the Trailblazers. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Nicolo Melli comes in for Maxi Kleber. J.J. Redick's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Brunson scanning the floor. Back to Richardson. He kicks to Powell. Got a hand on it.
That's good footwork from the big man as Kanter aware defensively to get to that one.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And now a 7-point Trailblazer lead.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Lillard finds Kanter, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. He has 6.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pass to Richardson. Now Powell. Kicks it out to Richardson. Back to Powell. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Anthony's checked in for Robert Covington. Little comes in for Norman Powell. Derek Jones, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard. And Dallas with a change here too. Burks is checked in. Mavericks trail by 4. Here's Brunson. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And the offense starting to click for them this half. They've raised that field goal percentage quite a bit since the break.
Here's Simons. Brunson covering. A nice shot by Simons.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
46 seconds left in the third. What a jam!
Wow, fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
Nice. Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Here's Simons. Outside, Jones. Feeds it to Kanter, and Kanter throws it down.
Well, the size, length, and power of Kanter on full display that time.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Burke the pass to Powell. Burke looking over the floor. And he gets the bucket.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense.
Anthony drives in, back to Kanter, lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Kanter's got 10 points. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Trailblazers lead. 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Trailblazers leading by 4. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Trailblazers, Anthony is out there with Jones. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point guard. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Oh, yeah, his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
Back to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Kleba against Anthony. There's the feed to Nurkic. Hardaway with the steal. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Passes to Powell. Burke with it. Dallas moving it around. Doncic finds Powell. 4 on the clock. Here's Hardaway. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Inside, here's Powell. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Here's Doncic. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Anthony, and it's Anthony with the jam.
Melo getting up and slamming one home.
Mavericks trailed by 8. Doncic outside. He dishes it to Powell. Now, here's Doncic. He's guarded close, and the shot goes down.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. It's going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Simons, the pass to Nurkic. Here's Simons. Looking for Anthony, and gets it there. He feeds it to Nurkic. Anthony, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Anthony's got the lead up to 8 now for Portland.
Yeah, see Melo slink himself into position there, and good timing on the offensive rebound putback.
It's Powell on the wing. Back to Doncic. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Then for the Mavericks, Porzingis is checked in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Maxi Kleba. And it's Richardson in for Trey Burke.
Now, he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Cantor finds Lillard. Cantor trying to free himself up. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open three, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
The dish to Cantor. Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, good luck getting a shot over the 7-foot, 6-inch tall wingspan of Kristaps Porzingis.
Here's McCollum. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Some padding here on the free throw line. Some good work.
The Mavericks have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Hard away against Covington. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time he might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Redick is checked in.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Cantor kicks to Little. Lillard dishes to Cantor. Kicks it out to Covington. Shot clock at 5. And that one is good.
Well, he has that ability, elevates his game in the clutch time. It's Lillard time. He's on point.
Doncic outside. Dallas moving the ball around. That's tipped. They recover it. Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
The former Turkish star and 3rd overall pick in the 2011 draft, Cantor is still trying to become a dominant force at the NBA level.
Powell, he's checked in for Little. And he overshot that one, missing. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Testament to the savvy of McCollum. The defender bites on his subtle move, then is left with no choice but to foul him.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 9-point ball game here. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Porzingis. And it's off from 3-point range. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Here's Lillard. From deep 3-point range. And so it's Portland winning this one. A confident win. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take, and we've got...
Hey, Kevin, the Mavericks had far and away...
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Gordon out there with Jokic. Then it's Will Barton. Then it's Porter. And it's Murray in at the point. And for Dallas, Porzingis is out there with Dwight Powell. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Redick in at the 3 spot. Here's Murray. Up and in on the layup. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
You have got to commend Powell on his positioning. I tell you, he buries himself deep, and he's going to sky for that slam dunk.
Pass to Porter. And finished off by Porter.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Doncic against Murray. Now here's Doncic. He's guarded closely. Poked away and out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season, came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape, and boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
Barton passes to Gordon. That one goes. Count it.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Here's Doncic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body. And I think we will see that in time.
Ooh, couldn't quite get that one. 4 for 5.
Here's Powell. The shot will not fall. And it's Denver the other way.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
Barton, no luck. For Dallas, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Powell for 3. Jokic grabs the miss.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through. See if you can get an easy opportunity.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Murray against Doncic. And the wide open shot from Redick. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game. And boy, it is on display right now.
Gordon, the pass to Murray. Up again. Jokic on the follow.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Richardson the pass to Porzingis, and good that time.
Scoring through contact is something Kristaps Porzingis has got to get used to in the NBA. Teams try to get physical with this guy.
Barton outside. Pass to Porter. Jokic high post. He's against Porzingis. Jokic, no good.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Powell finds Porzingis. Porzingis is double. The 3 for Doncic. Rebound by the Nuggets.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Jokic passes to Murray. He's looking for Gordon and finds him. Over Richardson. And it's Gordon missing. And here's Reddick. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. It's a 5-point game. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Gordon inside. Covered by Reddick. They get it back. Here's Gordon. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Reddick surveying the D. Got it up. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so the first quarter is in the books. Nuggets ahead. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Taking a look at the Nuggets, they've got Clark. JaVale McGee is out there with Paul Millsap. And it's Dozier in at the small forward position.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
To the paint, here's McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. McGee dishes to Millsap. And the pass to McGee. And the shot goes in. McGee's got the lead up to 9 now for Denver.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Runs in the pass to Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot.
Dishes it to McGee. Clark outside. Back to McGee. Over Cauley Stein. McGee's shot is off.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Burke finds Hardaway. Can't hit from in close. The Nuggets leading by 7. Millsap passes to McGee. Back to Millsap. And stolen by Burke. To the inside. Stolen by McGee. Here's Millsap. And Millsap slams it in.
How many times have we seen Millsap throw it down? We've known about his leaping ability for years.
Runs in the pass to Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Pass to Dozier. And here's McGee. Cauley Stein defending. Here's Dozier. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. He continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you. McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
And Millsap is a team player, someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
Hardaway with it. And McGee picks him up defensively. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Murray outside. Feeds it to McGee. Hardaway with the steal. 35 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Murray with the defensive effort. The Nuggets leading by 7. With the floater, 2 points. That one goes. Murray's got 4 points this quarter.
And guys, the hardest shot to block, the floater. And for a guard like Murray, you need that in your arsenal to be successful.
It's good.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Murray outside. He kicks it to McGee. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. McGee's got the lead back up to 9 now for Denver.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Denver had no problems getting going. They showed great chemistry going up. And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching,
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. It's been quite a game for JaVale McGee.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Dallas, they've got J.J. Redick. Richardson is out there with Doncic. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Porzingis in at the 5. Martin passes to Gordon. Murray left side. Denver passing it around. Here's Jokic. Left side Gordon. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Mavericks trail by 9. Doncic outside. And it's blocked by Gordon.
Boy, the vertical that Aaron Gordon has helps him on the defensive end. Twice on the pipes with that block.
And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the down.
Oh, what a dunk! Look out below! How about the finish from Luka Doncic? My goodness, go ahead with the hammer.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
The Mavericks shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. You know, Greg, the further we went into the playoffs, the more Jamal Murray looked like a star.
I mean, Kevin, big shots in clutch situations, logged heavy minutes, but, you know, never wavered. A truly heroic performance from Murray all postseason.
Jokic, it's good on the putback. And the Nuggets lead by 8.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Doncic outside. Launches it. Offensive rebound. Porzingis on the follow.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Barton passes to Porter. Now Gordon, guarded by Powell. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Barton outside. Shot clock at 6. Lob pass to Gordon. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Richardson the pass to Porzingis. Makes it off the glass. Porzingis has got 9.
Well, he has such a great feel for what the defense is conceding, and Kristaps Porzingis makes a nice play on the inside.
Murray outside. Jokic kicks to Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. 8 points for him.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Porzingis against Jokic. Porzingis passes to Powell. And Dallas again with the bucket.
This is an evolving aspect of Dwight Powell's game, getting comfortable in the catch and shoot from just about anywhere.
Back to Porter. Kicks it to Barton. Here's Jokic. Back to Barton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Porzingis. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter. Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
And it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap, for his size, a pretty good rim protector.
Gordon dishes to Millsap. Pass to Green. Outside Gordon. Yep, that one goes in there. Gordon's got the lead up to 10 now for Denver.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Brunson, good.
That's a confident play there. Great execution.
The Nuggets leading by 8. Campazzo, Brunson covering. 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside for Millsap. The 3-ball trains the 3-pointer. Millsap's got 5.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Cauley Stein passes to Brunson. Outside Hardaway. He dishes it to Cauley Stein. Out to Hardaway. Back to Cauley Stein. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
And what I like about Cauley Stein is just how hard he plays. Really, both ends, a scrappy player.
And that one falls for Cauley Stein. Cauley Stein hits them both.
And that stifling defense of Cauley Stein is what got him drafted 6th back in 2015.
And so it's Denver ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Back right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. So on the floor for Denver. Aaron Gordon out there with Green. Then there's Paul Millsap. Then it's Will Barton. 4 on the shot clock. Millsap kicks to Green. No good from 11 feet. Mavericks trail by 9. Here's Brunson. And that one, good. The Nugget shoot has been just outrageous, 64% from the field to this point. Campazzo, Brunson covering, and it's good for 2. And the Nuggets lead by 9. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Passes it to Kleba. Porzingis with the ball. Millsap covering. And finished off by Kristaps Porzingis.
Don't sleep on his athleticism now. Porzingis plays well above the rim.
Barton finds Green. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Now Gordon. And there's the pass to Millsap. From 13. That shot no good. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Hardaway with a wide open look. Good on the three-point shot.
I just love how confident Tim Hardaway Jr. is from long distance. This guy will cash in from there.
Now the dish to Millsap. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Can't get it to fall. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, he throws it down with such ease. That rim might as well be 8 feet off the ground.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Dallas. J.J. Redick's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Gordon, whistle blows, basket is good. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, one thing we know, Porzingis is fearless. He had no hesitation on what was a huge basket for them.
Doncic against Murray. Just 5 to shoot. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And can't get too handsy with Murray, especially when he's rising up for the shot.
And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
Well, consistency is so critical, especially in clutch moments. This guy has got that gene.
To the middle. Here's Porzingis. And the call, the coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
And Murray, here we go.
And the competitive nature of Murray making all the difference there, doing everything he can to rally his team.
Outside, Redick. The three. And Jokic with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Jokic draws the double. Porzingis with the steal. Pass to Doncic. Count it!
Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Here's Murray. Yes!
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness. Oh, you love the aggressiveness and the swagger that Porzingis has to take that shot. Such a clutch play from the Latvian.
Porter finds Murray. Back to Porter. Murray with it.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
You've got to show composure, and he comes through right when the team needs him most.
6 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Redick for three. No good. So the Nuggets win it. This was a hard fight. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. The city of Denver is in full. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the center filling out the middle. And for the Nuggets, Gordon out there with Jokic. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Murray. And it's Porter. And at the 3, the small forward. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame. 5 to shoot. That one falls.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you got to bring much faster help than that.
Now, here's Lillard. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, Lillard is used to getting pushed around. Got to admire how he muscles it in regardless.
And here is Murray. Barton finds Jokic. The Nuggets moving the ball around. On the wing, Porter. Back to Murray. Inside. Kicks it out to Gordon. Fires the 3. Rebound by Nurkic.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's McCollum. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
He creates so much offense. I mean, Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense to react.
Murray, the pass to Porter. Now, here's Jokic. Murray outside. Nurkic with the block. Back to Jokic. Shoots over Nurkic. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D.
Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Lillard against Murray. And the basket by Lillard.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Lillard against Murray. There's the pass to Jokic. Gets the 14-footer to fall.
And just paying attention to the details, it makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
Now, here's Lillard. McCollum outside. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. McCollum's got 5 now.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Murray finds Barton. Jokic against Nurkic. Jokic passes to Murray. To the paint. Here's Barton. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Barton's got his second bucket.
No, but sometimes you don't need a haymaker, just a jab. You got to get those easy looks inside.
Lillard surveying the D. Over to the left wing. Kicks it out to Covington. No good with the triple. And stolen by Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. Ball going up court. Now here's Lillard. He's covered by Murray. Lillard attacking.
Lillard is such a crafty finisher. Even when he takes a pounding, he sticks with it.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for McCollum. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. Trailing by 2. There's 53 seconds left in the first. To the inside. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
How many times have we seen Millsap throw it down? We've known about his leaping ability for years.
Lillard, with no one around, gets the three-pointer to fall. 10 points for him.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Murray dishes to Gordon. Kicks to Murray. Back to Gordon. 5 on the clock. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
He's got some pep in his step tonight. I wonder what he had to eat last night. I mean, very solid first quarter for him at the offensive end.
And a deep three from Lillard. Denver grabs the miss.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
And the basket by Gordon.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first. Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but
when I'm training in the summer,
the team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. We've got Little. Ennis Cantor is out there with Anthony. Then it's Jones. And it's Simons in at the point guard. Now here's Murray. Here's Millsap. Basket good.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Portland trailing here. Here's Simons. Passes it to Cantor. Here's Simons. He's covered by Murray. Back to Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Now here's Gordon. 6 points for him. Down low. Stolen by Cantor.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Jones against Murray. He kicks to Green. It's stolen by Anthony. Now here's Little. Guarded by Green. And JaMychal Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. A different look for Denver. Dozier's checked in. And Barton subbed in for Jamal Murray. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Norkic checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Little. Norman Powell's checked in for Jones. And McCollum subbed in for Anthony Simons. Here's Dozier. Here's Green. Campazzo, guarded by Powell. Clock at 4. Nurkic with the block.
His coaches and teammates like this type of energy. Nurkic demonstrating that he could be an anchor on the defense.
And pushing it up. Here's Denver. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Barton.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Now here's McCollum. He's tightly guarded. To the middle. Here's Nurkic. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Nurkic has got the lead up to 3 now for the Trailblazers. Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Pass to Dozier. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball, following the miss by C.J. McCollum. The pass to Green. Campazzo, defended by Covington. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Good D by Covington. Portland leading. It's Anthony with the drive. He feeds it to McCollum. It's stolen by Green. Martin left side. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. So for the Trailblazers, Cantor comes in for Yusuf Nurkic, and Damian Lillard is subbed in for Carmelo Anthony. To the paint, here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Lillard, the pass to Cantor, and Cantor throws it down. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Here's Dozier. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Jokic inside. Guarded by Powell. And that one's good. Jokic.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Lillard with it. And that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. And stolen by Barton. And that's it for the first. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And that'll do.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
We've got Gordon. Will Barton is out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Porter in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. Now here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. From down in the low post, it goes. Jokic has got 8 points.
Plays a rugged game down low. Jokic's toughness adds character to the identity of this team.
And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Porter finds Murray. To the inside. Here's Gordon. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Now it's a 3-point Denver lead.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Powell against Porter. Kicks it out to Lillard. McCollum outside. Count it.
And McCullough is fantastic in running the screen and roll. He knows how to use the pick to get space to shoot.
Murray outside. Lets it go with a 3. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Denver making a switch here. Dozier's checked in. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Anthony's checked in. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 4 assists in the game.
Rock solid start for him. I mean, they're 3 for 3 since coming out of the locker room.
Here's Dozier. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Gordon dishes to Murray. Passes it to Jokic. No good on that one. And the Trailblazers going the other way.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic, but hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up, but I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing. A true inside-outside player. We know Cantor can hit a three, but he's at his best closer in.
Pass to Dozier. And here's Jokic. He's covered by Cantor. For three, Murray. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Portland leading by 4. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And, guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
When you pair Cantor's strong frame with his scorer's mentality, you get a guy that loves the top.
The pass to Dozier. Here's Green. Here's Dozier. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Back to Green. Will it go? And that's 2 points on the layup.
Oh, man, challenging the defense inside with the pass. That's just good ball movement.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Kicks to Little. Pass to Simons. Outside Anthony. Shot clock at 3. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. JaVale McGee's checked in for Nikola Jokic.
JaVale McGee.
1:19 left in the third. Bounce pass from Millsap. Pass to Dozier. Count that bucket. And now just a 2-point Portland lead.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's Simons. Pass to Cantor. Anthony on the wing. Headed by Green. Outside, Jones. Clock at 6.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Dozier. 27 seconds left here in the third quarter. Back to McGee. For the tie. Shooting foul. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Lillard from deep three-point land, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. Here's Murray, following the score by Damian Lillard. It's Barton on the wing. And stolen by Lillard. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. McCollum with the ball. Count that one. Powell's got his first bucket in this one.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you just want to keep fighting, do your best, and you live with the results.
Now here's Murray. Millsap kicks to McGee. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. A chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. Porter's checked in for Denver. That's good from McGee.
Well, there are a few players in the league that can match McGee's athleticism. I mean, his whole career, he's been a class above with his speed and leaping. He'll make the most of it on both ends of the court.
Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Now here's Murray. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul. The Nuggets making a switch here. Jokic is checked in. Gordon inside. Anthony on him.
And see, Webb, you mentioned it with JaVale McGee. His vertical is off the charts.
Oh, yeah, he can get to alley-oops, GA, that nobody else can. The length and bounce he has is jaw-dropping. I mean, same goes for his shot-blocking abilities when he times it up.
Now here's Murray. Following the miss by Jokic. 6 on the shot clock. Martin passes to Gordon. Jokic trying to free himself up, and it's Gordon missing. For Portland, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Here's Simons. And another shot. The feed to Cantor. Outside Anthony. A three-pointer off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Jokic kicks to Porter. Gordon the pass to Murray. So Portland ends up going with the new group. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Nurkic with the steal. Lillard with it. Out guarded by Murray. Here's Powell. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Now, here's Lillard. There's the dish to Powell. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Love the determination by Murray on defense, really doing his best to pester these shooters.
And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's foul number 2 for him. Now Murray. Martin passes to Murray. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Boy, they needed that one, and Gordon delivers. His productive habits really paying off there.
Lillard left side. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
Gotta admire the passion Lillard plays with. He knows he loves having the ball in his hands.
Outside Porter. Martin surveying the floor. And there's the pass to Jokic. Shoots over Nurkic. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Barton.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
Now, here's Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And clutch is Lillard's middle name. Time and time again. This guy comes through for his squad.
Now here's Murray. the elbow, it's Gordon. He dishes it to Barton. Back to Gordon. Nice move. And Covington sends it back. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Enes Kanter's checked in for the Trailblazers. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. McCollum finds Lillard. We've got 33 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Inside, Kanter. Good!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Gordon. Murray outside. To the paint. Jokic passes to Gordon.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player, and it's clear he wants to be a star in this league.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Lillard left side, and here's McCollum for 3. It's off. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up.